Good morning. It's truly great to see every one of you here today. Looking around the room, I can see that each one of you are different in his or her own way. Together, you make up a diverse work environment. Working in a diverse work environment helps enrich not only yourself, but those around you. My name is Carrie, and these are my team members, Karen and Chevelle. Today, we would like to present to you a short seminar on the challenges of diversity in the workplace and how to overcome them. Now, up on the wall, we have a presentation going on that has identified all the key notes in our presentation. And at your seat, there is some scratch paper and pencil, so you can jot down anything that sparks your interest or any questions that you may have, and we'll try to sum those up at the end of the presentation. Recently, there's been a spike with such challenges as companies find themselves employing a large range of generations. Today, employees of the baby boom generation, Generation X, and Generation Y all work under the same roof. They find it difficult to integrate with one another. Studies show that baby boomers tend to be a hard-working group of people. They tend to question everything and do not seem to trust younger generations. The characteristics of Generation X are that they're okay with technology, they're self-sufficient, and they tend to focus on the end results. Now, Generation Y is very dependent on technology. They're slightly more laid back than the other generations, and they expect to be paid top dollar even when they're just starting out. Clearly, the three generations are very different, and when working under one roof, challenges with diversity arise. Among those challenges, companies struggle to collaborate communication, struggle with the resistance of change, and managing and implementing workplace policies. Communication within the workplace is irreplaceable. It's the basis for productivity and a stepping stone for building relationships. It promotes success within the business. Workplace diversity can pose a challenge for proper communication to occur. In order to communicate in a workplace, employees of multi-generational employees need to understand how each group of employees understands communication. Learning to handle the chains of communication in a diversified work environment requires the company to accept differences and among the generations and support flexibility. A company that communicates well will be less resistant to change. So, have you ever wondered to yourself, why can't we all just get along? This question may be a bit more complex than what it seems. Just as communication poses a barrier in a diversified work environment, so does the ability for multi-generations to conform to change. As building a diversified work environment is being heavily pushed by organizations worldwide, it changes the atmosphere of the environment of work itself. Changes typically exert stress on the employees, and this builds a wall. This wall is known as resistance. It's common for businesses in today's economy to seek new ideas and innovative ways to change existing companies. However, when it's all said and done, an article entitled "The Barriers to Organizational Diversity" explains that resistance forces minorities to bear the burden of changing to fit the existing culture. Thereby, it limits the initial value of having a new perspective in the first place. Now, it is normal to resist change. Why would anyone want to move outside of their comfort zone? The most important reason why is to develop yourself and those around you. Ways that companies can help cure the resistance to change are to communicate effectively, as we already discussed, to encourage employees to participate in multitudes of events, offer educational resources, and choose the right timing to implement the change. Now, aside from those, another effort to reduce resistance in a diversified workplace is to properly manage diversity itself. I'm going to hand it on over to Karen, and she's going to talk about how we can manage these diversified work environments.